Hey guys, what's up? In this week's video, I take you through a day in my life. On this particular day, I was going to school, which for now, I'm only doing once a week. More on that later. That's why I decided to film. As you saw, I wake up at 7:30 like I've been doing pretty much every day for the past couple months. On this day, the weather was pretty British, however, it did stop raining later. I obviously did my standard things in the morning, such as failing to open the toothpaste tube, and then eventually brushing my teeth. I picked out my outfit for the day because luckily we are allowed to wear our own clothes. My hair was looking a little messy, so I just gave it a quick comb before putting on my jumper and writing my to-do list. On this day, I focused mainly on biology and physics, making sure to schedule out active recall exercises. As I probably say in all of my videos, you should write a to-do list. They are an amazing and simple way to keep organized and make getting work done a little more fun. I then opened my window to get some much needed fresh air. On this day, it definitely did not get up to 18 degrees. I then spent about 15 minutes going through some biology revision. I packed my bag, which didn't have a lot in it because all equipment and resources would be provided for us to avoid contamination. Finally, I headed off downstairs and made myself the standard breakfast consisting of the world's best cereal, and obviously have to have the blue milk, whole fat all the way, can't be having semi-skimmed. After scrolling through social media while eating breakfast, I packed my lunch, which is just mainly snacks because we only have a 20-minute break. I drop it in my bag and get ready to leave. Jumped in the vans, which obviously went with my outfit, then headed off to the car. In the car, I'm just practicing my English speech. So I just got to school and I had my temperature done and I took my mask off and now I'm just going to head off to formal, so yeah. So at 10 is our first lesson, however as a safety precaution we must wash our hands before the day starts. We start off with some maths, spending about an hour on it. Then we have our break. Since we all work in bubbles of 8 students, break is staggered, so we remain with the same students all day. There are also only about 60 students in this massive school, with there being only one year group, year 10s. Throughout the day, you'll never really get within 2 meters of someone because of how tables are set out, and earlier in the clips you could see some yellow lines indicating the distance that need to be kept between people. After break, we washed our hands again. Then we did have science, however I didn't get any footage of that. We swiftly move on to English, practicing our speeches, getting them ready for next week, which is when we'll be taking our spoken word exam. Just before we leave school, we wash our hands for the final time. Finally, at 2:15, I get back home. However, there's no rest for the wicked, so I get on my computer for a Microsoft Teams meeting. If you haven't heard of Microsoft Teams, it's a bit like Zoom, however a little better for our school as it integrates well with Office 365. That meeting was on history and medicine through time. After that, I relax a bit watching some MKBHD and David Dobrik while exporting footage for this video using Final Cut. I hope the edit looks a bit better as I've been learning how to use Final Cut in Skillshare. I used Ali Abdal's course. If you want to get a 2-month free trial for Skillshare, use my link in the description. At 4:30, my break ends and I get to doing some biology work. I start off doing some practice questions on the summary per chapter sheets. After I finish, I use some pens to mark how easily I answer the questions, so next time I revise, I know what to focus on. I pack that away and move on to Seneca, which is amazing, as it uses active recall and gives me a basic understanding of the subject. I use it for pretty much all my subjects except maths and product design. So if you're not already using Seneca, I would recommend using it. However, don't use it as your only method of revision. Integrate it with other stuff. I was beginning to get a bit tired at 6, so I finish up and get ready to work out. It did start raining again, so I decided I would just go for a run on the treadmill. I'm fortunate enough to have a treadmill in our house, which I really enjoy using as it keeps a nice constant pace, as well as the fact I can watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine while exercising. If you don't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm guessing you live under a rock. It's hilarious, it's on Netflix, and I would recommend it to absolutely anyone. Also, you probably already know, but running is a great form of exercise. I would also recommend that to absolutely anyone. It's probably one of the fastest ways to burn calories as well. I am very sweaty now. As you can see, just finished my run. I ended up doing about 4 miles. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my shower, grab something to eat, and then do a couple things before I head on to bed. But yeah, see you guys in a bit. So I've just finished taking a shower, and I know my hair is an absolute mess, you know, but I'm gonna go ahead and dry it, grab something to eat. I'll try to do some anti-flashcards. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. In the evening, I'm super hungry, so I decided to eat some fried rice my mum made a couple of days ago, and just got on my phone while eating. After eating, it's time to start winding down for the day by getting ready for bed, brushing my teeth, and cleaning my face. For the last bit of my day, I do some flashcards using Anki. I really had to push myself because I was quite tired, but I spent about 45 minutes doing this, going through physics, biology, chemistry, and history. At around 10:15, I start packing up and head into bed after a very long and tiring day. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Have a productive week.